to make sure everything was set up well. And I'm gonna give everybody a few minutes to join. Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Okay, I need to find my own self. Let's see. I don't see me. Let me see. View channel. I should be. Here I am. Hi, whoever has joined, say hello so I can see you. Hey, Queen. How are you? Hey, Jen. How are you, dear? It's so good to see y'all here. Do y'all have your journals? Let me get my. Okay. All right. I am. Alexa, stop. I am getting a link that y'all are going to need during the class, and I'm going to drop that in the chat, or at least I hope I am. I've never done this with YouTube Live, so y'all bear with me. I want to make sure y'all get access to what I'm offering you during our. Oh, wait. Yes, it says I can chat. It's Confident Canvas. Okay. Hey, y'all. Hey, Avis. Hi, Susan. Hey, everybody. Okay, so I am dropping a link in the chat. Please let me know if you can't access it. But all the things that I'm going to reference, the printable that I'm offering you all, everything that you'll need to know about for today's demonstration is in that drive. So I'm dropping that link in there. I don't know how to pin it. Lord help Jesus. Oh, I got it. Pin message. I did it. Oh man, yo, I'm getting fancy on YouTube. Okay, so when other people come in, because I'm sure people come in at different times, um, they'll be able to access it too. So hey y'all, hey, I am Laquisha at Confident Canvas. I am so excited to join you today as we journal through Bridgerton. And also, just a side note, so I got to start with a couple of rules, y'all. I'm sorry, some of you know I'm a teacher, so we got to have some rules, okay? The first rule is, y'all, we can't talk beyond episode 2. That's where I stop. Yes. Oh, yes, Jen. I am using the pen, okay? But we are going to journal episode 2 together today here on this live so that you understand what the journaling style is that I'll be using for all of the episodes, and that is my goal. Hi, Amanda. Hey, honey. And so, just side note, I have not watched episode 3 or 4 yet intentionally because I want to savor the season. I saw very early in the journey that hi Dixie. Hi Chella. I saw very early in the journey that people were disappointed that they had to wait so long for the next part of the season, and I don't, the way my anxiety is set up, I just said, let me take my time with this. So I am only watching one episode a week. And so nothing shows up on the link for me. Um, is there I just want to make sure people can access the link. Did anybody tap it and get where they was supposed to go? Nothing's showing up. Okay, wait a minute. Let me make sure I did the right thing. Let me see if I can open it. I wonder if I made it. Oh, it says no preview. What? Hold tight, y'all. Hold tight. Oh, you watched it more than once, Dixie. I would say this. I have watched episodes 1 and 2 more than once. Let me open it on my tablet and see if I can take it straight from here. Sorry, y'all. Ignore that link. Okay, I have another one here. We're going to try this one. Let me make sure the setting is right. Manage access. Anyone with the link. Okay. All right. Let's try again, y'all. Let me unpin the old one. Unpin. Hey, girl, I stay laughing, don't I? You gonna hear that for the next hour, maybe. Okay, let me know if this link works, y'all. Ooh, I hope it does. Ooh, child. Okay. You are so... Michelle, listen, I am very disciplined. I am disciplined in so many ways. Y'all just don't even know. Listen. That's why I'm able to fill my journal, because that discipline, it comes in strong when it needs to. So let me try to click on the link myself and see if I can open it. Let's see. Oh, it's still saying the same thing. Hold tight, y'all. I don't know what I need to do different. I'm looking right at it. Maybe I'll do the individual links. I hate to do that to y'all, but it's only 2. Let's see if this works. Y'all, don't click the link yet. Let me try to do each document individually. Okay, so individually it worked. So the one that I just shared, I'm gonna delete that one, is one document, and I'm gonna share the second one. Thank y'all for your patience, because I don't go live on YouTube often, but I wanted this video to remain in the space after I leave it. So, okay, let's see if the second one shows up. You should have 2 links from me. Now I can't pin them together, though. Ugh, that's irky. I will pin the most important one, I guess. Pin message. I wonder if I can pin 2. Let's see. No, it won't. It will only let me pin 1. Okay, y'all, there are 2 links in the chat, and I am only pinning one of them to the top. Okay, yay, y'all get it. Okay, so there's 2 different links. One is a link to a printable free for me that I actually created for you all to help you with your journaling, and so yours will look a little different in the PDF. So in the PDF, you'll see basically you'll have 6 pages in one link. You will have 4 of these sheets, one for each of the 4 episodes, and then you'll have these 2 pages of all of our primarily main characters, so that you can use them in the way they're supposed to be used for the journaling process. And also, y'all, just side note, everybody has different styles and ways of doing things. If I share something that you're like, I don't know about that, it's okay to skip right over it. You are not required to do anything I say on this live. But I do want to offer some guidance around a more structured format. So for those of you who don't know, I am an English teacher. I've taught high school literacy for 17 years, and I've worked in the same school district for 21. And I take writing very serious, reading very serious. And so I also created a generic journaling method that a lot of people use to journal daily, called 5-point journaling. And so I'm saying all that to say that I create these structures to help people who are like, I have no idea where to start. And also, I thought it would be fun to journal through Bridgerton because, one, we're always talking about it, right? We're always talking about it on the internet, so why not get our thoughts on paper? And also, Bridgerton is just very beautiful. It's very regal, very royal. And so there's so many things you can do in your journal to represent that time period, to represent the regalness of the characters. And so I thought that would be fun to do. And then finally, that it's just really cool to reflect. We do it with books, right? We journal or reflect on books. Bridgerton, of course, is a series of books, and so you can do the same thing that we're going to discuss about the series or the Netflix show. You can do the same thing with the actual physical books as well. And so And once I share this process with you, you can apply it to every episode. So I'm just here today to show you what I'm doing, and then you can format it however you want that fits your needs, and then go from there. So yes, Jen, the outfits. I'm telling y'all, just hold tight. I'm gonna get me a Bridgerton dress. And I don't even care. I don't even care what anybody thinks. I'm gonna walk outside like I'm in society in the ton, and I'm gonna have my gloves. Listen, I'm for it. Like I'm going into Baltimore just like that. I don't even care who's staring at me. But okay, if you just joined, because I did just see some new people, there is two links. One's pinned. Click on that. You'll get access to this printable that I'm getting ready to use and share. And then there's a second link in the comments that will take you to two additional things. So let me tell you about the two additional links very quickly. There are two additional links. One is to my Amazon storefront if you're interested in some of the things I share. For example, there's a link to Bridgerton stickers. So in your journaling, if you want some of the stickers that I share that have this theme, then I have a link to where you can find them easy on Amazon. And then the second link, oh, also that link links you to other Bridgerton things that I'm very fond of right now and that I'm also considering buying myself, like coloring books, teacups, so on and so forth. The second link is to a printable that I'll be using from my friend who is actually present in the chat. Her name is Michelle, but you'll see her in the chat as Country Morning Creations. And so she has these stickers and printables. There's over 100 in this one set that represent the Bridgerton time period. Now, it's not a Bridgerton set, but it's called Regency Romance. And all of the stickers in, like, here we go with a piano, which can easily represent Francesca, right? So she just has a lot of images that coincide with Bridgerton. And so if you're interested in trying the journaling style that I'm doing, her over 100 images in that one printable is only $6. And so that is linked in that is also linked on that second document. Okay, so if you're interested, I wanted to have all that set up because I knew what y'all was gonna do. You're gonna be like, where I get that? What's the link? How I find it? I just wanted to make sure I cleared all that at the beginning. And also, I have one more thing to share before we start. I am going to challenge you all. And oh my gosh, I know somebody just rolled their eyes like, oh my gosh, LaQuisha, really? Homework? Yeah, I'm going to give y'all some homework. So if you use this journaling format that I'm going to teach today with any episode of Bridgerton from season 3, I am going to select one of you after you share it. You have to share it. You have to tag me so I can see it. And I'm going to select one of you to receive a gift. So let me tell you about the gift. Okay. So I have it already boxed. I was ready, y'all. Ain't I ready? And it's like so pretty, right? And then inside, let me share with you the contents. This is actually only one part of the gift, so I'm gonna just take you through quickly this part. So there is a set of scriptures because y'all, I love God and we can't leave him out of anything. You will also get some jewelry from Purse Paparazzi. You will receive some pet tape that features, it actually coincides with this, so I'll share this with you. So there's a lot of horses and traveling in Bridgerton, and so I wanted to give you something that was inspired by it. This is a Simply Gilded kit. This is not cheap, but it is horse focused, and I thought because of all the carriages and things like that, it'd be nice for you to be able to use this in your journaling. So you'll get a set of stickers. This is a package of stickers. This is a box of washi tape. And I'll show you, for those of you, I might have some friends on here, y'all. For my friends that are like in the art community, I might have friends that don't have any idea what I'm talking about when I say certain things. So I might have to like explain those just in case you're wondering why I'm explain it. So this is washi tape. It's basically decorative tape. And Simply Gilded is one of the best washi tape brands that exists. This washi tape is like butter, y'all. Simply Gilded. Let me show you this is the brand logo, and then I'll show you there are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the entire kit. So you are getting 7 washi tapes. So for those of you who, if you win this and you're brand new to journaling, you want to get a whole little starter kit here on something that most of us have been buying for years. And it features horses, boots, and then you also get the pet tape, which basically just has a clear background, and it's a little bit wider than the other these washi tapes that were in the box. So yes, this set, I believe the whole set, if you subscribe, is about $35 a month, something like that. But I saved this for this because I knew I was doing this. So I'm investing in someone who's going to invest time in journaling. And so all that comes in this very cute decorative box. This is Simply Gilded, information on the back, and then this is the front. And then this has a variety of stickers inside. I'm not going to open this because I don't want to belabor the gift. But when you get this, you will be very happy to receive it. And then, of course, I can't teach journaling without giving a journal, y'all. Hey, Vine. And so this is unopened. But the recipient will receive this beautiful butterfly journal. It is gilded with some gold. I thought it looked Bridgerton-y. And so this is closed up. You can see it's sealed. I don't want to open it because I want the recipient to have that opportunity. So what I'm going to do is I have one that is open. I'm going to show you the inside of this one quickly. So this is a different outside or cover, but essentially it's the same thing. So very beautiful inside. It has designs and decorations on the pages, a little like royal and regal looking. And so I thought that while you're writing, if you don't have a lot of stickers and all that kind of stuff, then you could just literally journal on these pages, which already has like Bridgerton like backgrounds. And so, but the focus is butterflies, just FYI. So if you don't like butterflies, if you're afraid of them, you might not want this, but it has several beautiful different pages. Like there's so many different pages in here, and you'll have your own in this journal that you'll receive. Okay, so that's that. You'll also get this little pen pouch with a pen that matches the Simply Gilded kit. So if you remember the Wild Heart kit, this matches that. So now you can take your own pictures and put them on Instagram to show us your journal. And then there's some paper in here, some stickers. Y'all, there's like a whole bunch of stuff in here, but I feel like I'm taking too long with explaining the gift. There's a second part that I have to share though. So because this is Bridgerton, we can't. Hi, Karen. Hi, Bridget. Bridget. Hey, Bridget. We can't discuss Bridgerton without. I got you, Avis. I got you offline. We can't talk about Bridgerton without talking about tea. And we can't talk about tea without talking about a teacup. So I am gifting the same winner also a teacup with a matching spoon. So this has a blue rose on it. And it is a blue rose themed teacup. And it has butterflies on it, kind of coinciding with y'all, in my head, I was like, what matches the journal? And so, hey, Kelly, I wanted y'all to, in my head, I was thinking, I want them to take pictures for Instagram or Facebook or whatever they're going to do. And I want all this stuff to match. So I got this because it kind of matches the journal to me. And it features this blue rose all over it. I'm sorry for touching the glass. I've been trying not to, but you know, when you see fingerprints, it's probably just me from the live. But oh, thank you. Yes, and it's very heavy. And it has a silicone what do you call it, doily that you can set it on your desk that matches the cup as well as, your spoon to stir with. And so I wanted y'all to be fancy like me. Listen, I got my little fancy teacups out from Bridgerton. You can't tell me nothing. So that is the gift for one person. You'll have 1 week. Next Saturday, I'll select the winner. 1 week to journal an episode or multiple episodes, however many you choose, in the using the journaling style that I'm getting ready to present. And tag me. It could be Facebook or Instagram. I just want to see that you journal. I want to see that you sat down with yourself and spent time doing something that you enjoy. So hey, Pam. Um, all right, now I think I got all the preliminary stuff out of the way. I just want to repeat one more time, y'all have not seen past episode 2. Don't say who slept with who. I didn't see it. And also, if you are just joining us, because some people have joined since I explained the gifts, there is a link pinned to the top of the comments that will take you to this printable. Okay, so let me explain this printable. First of all, I made this up, y'all, because I was thinking for people who might not have like Happy Planner, which is what this is, or some of the other brands that a lot of people in the art community use, because I invited everyone, y'all. This was not a just for people who journal. This was all my friends in church, my pageant friends, like anybody who wants to journal, come here and see what I'm doing, and then you can take this back to your home and do it too. And so I was thinking, what can I create for people who may not have pre-decorated pages, have a lot of pens, have a lot of washi tape, that kind of thing. So this printable, if you print it at home, you can cut these squares out. You can cut the words out. They're already formatted in such a way that it will add beauty to your page. And so you don't have to worry so much about trying to make it look like mine, trying to make it look like someone else's you've seen online. And then also you can get creative with how you set it up. So not only do you have the little Bridgerton like boxes, but you have the headings for each part of what we're going to journal about. And then again, you have most of the main characters. I just realized right before this live that I left off the Mondriches. Ooh, I struggle with saying their last name, but that's the couple who had the son who inherited that big inheritance, and they moved into the home. I have the husband. I don't think I have the wife. So I have the husband. The wife is not on here, and she was a key character in episode 2. I actually was going to use her photo, and that's when I realized I didn't have her here. So I apologize for that, y'all. You're going to have to Google her and make her little box if you want to use her. But essentially, the main part of the printable is this page. You have 4 of these in the PDF, one for each episode. And I'm going to show you really quickly what it can look like using episode 1. Okay, so for those of you who may ask, I got this journal. Hi, everybody. There's some people in here that I didn't see. Sorry. Have you journal like this for all the seasons and episodes? Jen, no. I just started this process for season 3. To be honest, I watched the other seasons out of order. So this is what happened. Let me tell y'all this story real quick. My mentor said that I reminded her of Queen Charlotte. And I didn't watch TV, Netflix, anything prior to her saying that to me. And so, at first I was like, oh, okay, who's Queen Charlotte? And she was like, you haven't seen Bridgerton? You haven't seen the show? And I was like, oh, I've seen people talking about it online. I'm still disinterested, right? I'm like, no, I'm not watching TV. But she was like, no, you've got to see her. You got to see her hair, her outfits, her mannerisms. She said, that just is all you. So now I'm curious because you have really compared me to somebody that I have not seen. Like, she was really digging in. And so I was like, I need to see who this Queen Charlotte is just in case it's a bad person. And so I went on a little hunt for Netflix. I didn't even know where to get Netflix from. Realized that I got it for free through my carrier, which is T-Mobile. So I was like, oh, okay. Downloaded it to my tablet. Watched the Queen Charlotte series in one day. Y'all, I was so in love with Charlotte. I was so in love with Charlotte. Her hair, her mannerisms, her facial expressions, yes. My mentor, Dr. Vicki Johnson, she was 100% correct. It is all me. And so because I watched Queen Charlotte's season, I then picked up with season 1 and 2, watching it also. I will say Queen Charlotte was probably my favorite, and if I didn't watch Queen Charlotte first, I probably wouldn't have watched all of Bridgerton, only because she really drew me in. And then seeing her in her youth and into her adult life as the older queen, that really made me interested also. So I just want to give you a side note, because I don't watch TV outside of Bridgerton. My husband just taught me how to set up our large TV down in the basement. Like, the only TV we have in our home is 70 by 70 inches or something like that, and it's in the basement. Because I was like, we're not having TVs all over the house, babe. You gonna read a book? And so he goes in the basement when he wants to watch TV or when he wants to play games. And so I just learned how to turn TV on for season 3. There we go. There we have it. Y'all, yes, me. That's me. So here I am. I can watch it now. I know how to get to the show, Netflix, all that. And I caught up on everything in that one weekend. I wanted to ask y'all quickly though, while I share this with you, if you could put in the chat, who is your favorite character from all 3, if you've seen all 3, and if you haven't, just, your favorite character from whichever season you watch. I'm just curious how many times I'm going to see my favorite. And Jen, I 100% agree. So when people say, what order should I watch it in, I always say Queen Charlotte first. Okay, so this is a journal from Happy Planner. I apologize, y'all. This sold out months ago. I saved this journal for season 3, to be honest. I didn't know what to do with it when I watched the first 3 seasons. And so when season 3 came around, I said to myself, oh, I'm going to use it now. Ooh, I see. Everybody got different answers. Lady Danbury's on here twice. Okay. And so I finally figured it out. I'm just going to journal my way through Bridgerton, and not just journaling, but, do some character mapping, some themes that I've seen, all the stuff that I would ask students to do in my English class. That's what I plan to do with this journal. So, it looks like Lady Danbury is winning. I hope she gets her own little season where she's focused on. So, this is for season 3. This is just a page to let me know that everything I'm getting ready to see is from season 3. And these are spoiler alert. I'm getting ready to talk about episode 1. I know y'all have seen it, but like, just in case someone hasn't, I just wanted to say I'm getting ready to talk about season 3, episode 1. But essentially, take this out for a moment. All the information that I'm going to teach you to journal is on these 2 pages about episode 1. And so I started with the title, Out of the Shadows. I wrote the season and the episode here to keep track. I rated that episode as well. So instead of giving it stars, I gave it diamonds. And oh man, Jen, just say you like the whole show, girl. Yes. Hey, Pam. And Master Jerry. Oh, thank you, Sandy. So I gave it 5 diamonds out of 5. These are all stickers from the sticker book that I showed you at the beginning. Melinda, I think that's my favorite too. So I also have 3 sections over here where I pick a character who is the most noble, the most pitiful, and the most fashionable. Because y'all, if you know me in real life, I love clothes. And that's another thing that drew me to Bridgerton, was the fashion, the florals, just everything being so regal and pretty. And so, oh, Chella, girl, if you want to go sit down somewhere, we can't say he's our favorite. No, I ain't gonna lie, I miss him. I wish he was still a part of the seasons. He was a great character. He really played that role well. The Duke we talking about, y'all. Okay, so from episode one, I selected Francesca as the most noble. She just seemed real innocent and humble. Don't tell me if she's not by the end of the fourth episode. But in episode one, Francesca was noble to me. And so I wrote about that briefly here. And then underneath, the most pitiful I thought was Cressida. She just seemed very like a troublemaker to me. And so I put her for pitiful because she just seemed like she was looking for trouble, looking for Penelope to fail, so gave her that. But even in her irkiness, Cressida was always fly, so she also got most fashionable. And I just wrote briefly, on the side why I assigned those titles to those characters. So that's how I did the left side. But if you look at the printable, you'll see that there's one more section which I separated from these three, primarily because I didn't have enough space on this side, y'all. But also viewers' favorite. So you are the viewer, so that would be your favorite person. I tried to name this in a way. I should have said reader's favorite. That would have been cute. But anyways, I tried to put terms that sounded a little Bridgerton like. So viewer's favorite. My favorite from episode one was Penelope because she really emerged from the shadows in that episode. I really liked her grand entrance into that ball in that green dress. Regardless of how it turned out, she walked in that room like she owned it. She was feeling herself, and I was like, "You better go, girl!" So, so she was my favorite in episode one. I wrote a little bit about that. Now, there are some other categories that I journaled. Yes, Karen, she was a mean girl. Like, only for the cute, but um so you'll see some other titles here. So underneath the four labels for characters. Oh, let me say this too. I gave you the 2 pages of characters. The squares should fit if you print it in the right dimensions on traditional paper or sticker paper in your printer. The squares should fit inside of these boxes. Okay, if they don't, just cut it down a little bit, y'all. I didn't test them all out. I've only done the characters that are on currently on my journal. But I did size them all the same, so they should fit. And that's what this is for also. Now, underneath those four, you'll see connect ton. So it's supposed to be a play on words, connection. And so my idea behind that was making a connection to the title of the episode. So episode one was called Out of the Shadows. And so what I wanted to do is try to figure out why did the author title it this way. I figured it out, y'all. If you paid attention to episode one, Penelope was always hiding behind a tree, a wall, or something, a column, something to like spy on people. Hey, Barb, you're not late, girl. You're right on time. And so she was always in the shadows, literally. And then by the end of the episode, when Colin offered to teach her charm, if you remember the very end, this is English teacher talk. I apologize, y'all. The sun literally shined brighter in the corner of the TV. Like it was. She stood up off the bench, and the sun shined brighter. It was to me supposed to symbolize that she was coming out of the shadows. And so I wrote that briefly under connecting. And that was my connection to the title of the show. So that's what that one is for, the very first one, making a connection to the title. Okay, quote of the season. I don't know about y'all, but I like quotes. For those of you who know my 5-point journaling method, you know I love quotes. And as I've been watching Bridgerton, there's been a lot of good things said that I've wanted to write down. And so I made that a part of the journaling process. I said I'm going to pick at least one quote that I hear that I want to keep, and I'll put that in that journal for that episode. So for episode one, I wrote, "A diamond is precious precisely because it is rare." Queen Charlotte said that in episode one. And so that's all you have to do with quote of the season, and that's just me using the words, y'all, for Bridgerton. And then moments is the title for a section. Okay, so I didn't put it here because I didn't have enough space. But all three of these words are part of moments. So an expected moment, a shocking moment, and an exciting moment. Those are three things I also wanted to journal. Because literally, y'all, as I'm watching the show, these were my emotions. I expected something to happen. I was shocked that something happened, and I was excited that something happened. So that's how I came up with that part. But just FYI, the word moments is just like the title of that whole section. So you have moments expected, shocking, and exciting. So from episode 1, I expected Eloise to be mad at Penelope still from the previous season. I was shocked that Francesca did not impress the queen. Like, what is she doing, Charlotte? What is you doing, girl? She was just side-eyeing everybody. I just knew Francesca was going to blow them out the water, praise the Lord. But I guess not. Oh, well. Hey, Lisa. And then I was excited about Penelope's entrance into the ball. Like, that was the shutdown part of the whole episode 1 to me. So I just briefly wrote that beside each heading. I would have put moments above that. Again, I didn't have enough space. I didn't want to cover anything else. So I just stuck some other little sticker up here. But if you have the space in your journal, moments is what these three are. Okay? So that's that. The quote, the connecton. And underneath I have 2 additional parts, and that's it. So we have royal wanderings and reflection of society. And so royal wanderings are like things that in that episode you're wondering about in regards to the next. So like the way it ends might have you wondering, is are these 2 people going to get together? Or is that person going to die? Or is this person going to get married? Like whatever you're wondering at the end of the episode, that's what you would write in that section. And then for reflection of society, this is kind of where you summarize what Lisa said. I was shook as so I guess this is how we gonna talk in the chat tonight. Everybody using Bridgerton language. Reflection of society is more so where you just reflect on the whole episode. So things that you might not have put for all the other sections, you can kind of generically or generalize that summary in that section. This notebook is, I think, 8x10. Well, no, it's not 8x10. It's a little smaller than 8x10 because this paper is 8x10. And so I just want to give you an idea of a regular sheet of paper is larger than my journal, which is why I cut all this down. And I still feel like I wish I had more space. I like writing in a B5, and so I love big pages. If you have a smaller journal, however, I just wanted to caution you that you might want to print this at a smaller percentage because this is made to fit like maybe a composition book, notebook size, or a larger journal. But if you change the percent in which you print it, it'll make it a bit smaller so it'll fit your A5s and B6s and all those other little small journals that we own out here in the world. So, Lady Barbara Leamington Converse. Oh gosh, that little post I made got a lot of reactions. People making their Bridgerton names up. But I want to tell you one more thing. I took notes on the episode before I journaled. So that's what this is. And I'm just going to stick it back in here. Because I had to write the quote down. I had to write down my thoughts as I was watching it so that I could journal, y'all. I'm just nerdy like that. Ignore that part. You don't have to do that. But also, I did do it again for episode 2. And so, these are my notes. I had to add another little piece of paper because I wrote so much. But I will say, if y'all saw my Facebook post, I did say that I wasn't overly impressed with episode 2. It's not that I didn't enjoy it. It's just that I just felt like it was very in your face with Colin and Penelope. And it didn't like build up to it in the way it had with other characters in the other seasons. I feel like they were like, hey y'all, look, they like each other, versus you trying to figure out, do they like each other, right? And so that's what that was. I am pulling out the back of episode 1 because I'm going to start episode 2 on this side. And I'm literally going to take you through the process that I would use to journal Bridgerton. So I'm also going to make this fairly simple because I realize that I have a lot of supplies that some of my friends may not have, and I don't want you to feel like you can't do this because you don't have all these things that I might pull out. So I'm literally going to use just my printable, the Country Morning Creations printable, which has over 100 images for $6. And then I'm also going to use my little fancy fountain pen that I got in Japan and talk you through my thoughts. So, while I am cutting out these little boxes for my pitiful, fashionable, and noble people, drop in the chat for me if you don't mind. Um, which season was your favorite so far? And I know we've only watched half of season 3, but it could still be your favorite so far out of all. So between season 1, 2, 3, and Queen Charlotte, which one is your favorite? I'm just curious. I told you all mine already, so there's no need in having you guess. uh, um, let's see. That was disappointing. Yeah, okay. So y'all agree with me. Okay, I because one lady, y'all had to have this conversation with this lady offline. She's coming on my post talking about, I don't understand. Listen, sis, I ain't asked you to understand nothing. Like, go on somewhere. She was saying she didn't understand why people could watch 1 or 2 episodes and be, and make a judgment off of, make a judgment off of it. And I was like, well, first of all, I've been teaching literacy for years, 2 decades, as a matter of fact, and I know how to analyze. So I wasn't really asking y'all like, should I feel this way? I was more so just sharing it, and you could have just said that you enjoyed it and kept it moving. But now I'm gonna have to send you to the Facebook gods because you're not coming over here with that energy no more. Praise the Lord. So she's gone now, but I made that assessment based on just how quickly we got into Colin and Penelope all over each other. I was like, the scene where he cut his hand. I was like, come on, y'all, come on. You couldn't like work this up a little bit. Ooh. And Eloise, let me tell y'all something. Hold on, let me see what y'all said. Season 2, season 1. Ooh, everybody like something different. That's cool. 1, Charlotte. Yes, when she came out for the wedding, when Charlotte came out for her what? Child, I almost threw my daggone tablet across the room. I was so excited, like that girl knew me. Ooh, Lord have mercy. I was like, Lord, one time in my life, let me walk into a room like that. With my hair like that. Anyways, yeah, I would say Queen Charlotte was my favorite. If I had to pick a second favorite, I would say season 1. I really liked the Duke. I ain't gonna lie. He was a little weird at first, of course, everybody knows that. But like once you learned his story through that episode, it was kind of like, oh, I'm so sorry you went through all that. Like, I get it now. So he became a favorite after I understood the storyline behind why he was so strange initially. So season 1 would be my second favorite. Daphne irked me a little bit, but I ended up liking her by the end of it. And I don't know, y'all. I didn't get into Kate and Anthony as quickly. Was it Anthony that she was with? I can't even remember now. So like she was just doing. I just didn't understand that whole thing. Like, girl, sit down, leave your sister man alone. That's all I could think. Oh Lord. Season 1. Everybody likes season 1. That seems to be the favorite over here. Okay. So, get this neat. I gotta cut that neat, y'all. I'm perfectionist, y'all. You gotta see all that too. So, okay. Hold on. Hold tight. Okay, I just realized that I wasn't playing my live. I couldn't see what y'all saw. Okay, now I can. I mean, as long as I see y'all's comments, I guess I'm okay. He had fan. Yes. Yes, he did. But we didn't know that initially, right? So I was like, man, what's your deal? she, y'all like each other, like get with it. What's the problem? So, okay. I gotta pick my people. I have to write my title first. So the title of oops, y'all, did y'all hear that? I just dropped all this stuff off my desk. Lord have mercy. The title of this is How Bright the Moon. So I'm gonna write this quickly here. Don't worry about it, y'all. That happens all the time. How bright the moon. I wonder if y'all figured out the connection to the title already for this one. How bright the moon. I wonder if anybody figured it out yet. Um, and then I'll write the season and episode. Wait, let me see my other ones so I make sure I'm writing in the right spot. I want them to look similar. Not exact, but similar. Okay, I wrote the season first. Season 3, episode 1. Oh no, 2. I'm glad I thought about that before I wrote it. I could. Oh, thanks, Michelle. Okay. Oh yeah, Miss Charmer. Kate was a little irky though. She was a little too overprotective to me. I was like, girl, let her breathe. Listen, my sisters wouldn't even let me do all that. They would be like, girl, if you don't go sit down. My sisters are just as bossy as I am, so we would have been in there fighting, Lord. She would have been telling you, don't tell me what to do. Yes, I do. I'm older than you, girl. Oh, shoot. You know what I just realized? My sister, I told her I was going to text her before I went live. Oops. I'll send her the link. That girl with Queen Charlotte is under the bed. Oh, yeah. That was such a special moment. Oh, when they were under the bed. Yes. Okay. Now, I have to think about who I thought about from episode 2 was noble, pitiful, all that. So let's go in order. Noble, pitiful, and fashionable. So y'all, you can disagree with me, okay? Because this is my journal. You gotta write in yours. I think the most noble again is going to the same person that I picked from episode 1, which was Francesca. I think she was the most noble because she was still being a little timid and stuff, and like, I just like playing the piano. That's all. She was just so humble and like a Proverbs 31 woman kind of. So I'm gonna give her noble again. Well, who would y'all say? Who would y'all say was the most noble in episode 2? Don't be going to episode 3 and 4, y'all. Just 2. This was when Colin started teaching charm classes to Penelope, and I'm just refreshing your memory so you don't say the wrong stuff in the chat. Because I am reading the chat. Let's talk about how you steal your... Yes, that's what I'm talking about, Chella. Like, that's why I couldn't get with Kate. Like, what is you doing, girl? You keep talking about how you looking out for her. Child. Let me see how it looks this way. Oh, I like it that way too. I'm going to change it up a little bit. And I'm going to also this time pick an image that represents Francesca. So I'm going to pick that piano. This is from the Country Morning Creations printable. So if you get this, y'all, for those of you who are not familiar with the art world, we do print these on sticker paper. So you'll see me cut this out and stick it down. But if you don't want to buy sticker paper, you can most certainly just print this on traditional printer paper. Use some tape or a tape runner or glue, whatever adhesive you have at home, and you can put this still in your journal. You don't have to have sticker paper to accomplish this goal. Okay, so I'm going to put that maybe like that. I'm not going to officially stick this down yet because I might need space for other people and stuff. All right, so next we have, oh, let me put a little label. She's noble. Okay, who's pitiful? Let me see. For me, episode 1, the pitiful person this time is gonna change. I'm gonna show y'all who I thought was pitiful. Y'all tell me who y'all thought was pitiful in the chat. In episode 2. She told on herself. Dummy, girl, why you say something? Listen, I was proud of Cressida because she really could have put that girl business out there, especially with how much she didn't like Penelope. And somebody was like, one of the ladies was like, do you have any juicy gossip? And she had that juicy gossip, y'all. And she said, no, I haven't heard anything. And still got accused of gossiping. Lord, I was proud of Cressida. She that kind of touched my heart a little bit. I was like, you must not be as bad as I thought you were, girl. I am taking up more space with these bigger ones, but that's okay because I got plenty of paper in this notebook. Okay, so pitiful for me this time was Eloise because, girl, you done snitched on yourself, told the secret, you gossiping. Like, I liked her. She read books and stuff. She was smart. Then she just came on outside being messy. So let me find something that represents her. From my little stash here. Y'all, by the way, these are just pieces that I had left over. There is so much more that comes with this kit that you can use. I just wanted to say that so you wouldn't think that this was all you would get. I need to pick, maybe she did have this cute little dress on. Maybe, no. Hold tight, y'all. Hold tight. I gotta think. That's for a man. Maybe I'll give her this dress. I should give... No, Francesca definitely needs that piano. Let me see what else I got over here. I didn't see her drinking tea. Did she drink tea? She did drink tea, but maybe I'll give her this little dress. Because, I need a reason, though, in my head. I'm just trying to think through who would be the reason why she get this dress. But for now, I'm going to figure out how I'm going to set this page up. Maybe I'll put her over the piano. I'll put the dress underneath her photo. Pitiful. Can go down here. And I'll put her noble title right here with the piano. Oops. Okay, y'all. I think this page is set up. Again, I'm not going to put it down yet. Oh, I need some space for my rating at the top. Okay, this is what I think I'm going to do with this page. I'm only putting 2 here. And now I'm going to my next page. I'm just going to leave that set up because sometimes I move stuff around still even after coming up with a layout. I just want to make sure that's what I want before I stick everything down. And I'm talking to y'all about my why, so it'll be easy for me to write these reasons after. Okay, Queen, what color will your... You know what, Jen? I don't know. I gotta figure that out because, listen, I'm getting one. I'm trying to tell y'all right now. I'm getting me a Bridgerton dress. I would like to get lavender. You say Cressida for me? Okay, you just can't see past her meanness at all. Okay, I can see that, Cello. That's fair. She's still pitiful to you in episode 2. Okay, so the next label I'm doing is the most fashionable, and I am going to give that to my girl Cressida. Cause listen, honey, I don't care how mean she is. She be coming outside. Like, she had some dress on in episode 2 that had these big billowing black sleeves. I said, why is she not married? Like, she is gorgeous. She really is, but just mean. She's mean, but she had a little turning point in episode 2. Just a little. She still don't like Penelope. She still wants Eloise and Penelope to be at odds. But I appreciated her not telling that secret. I really did. I really thought she was getting ready to spill that, but she didn't. And then she walked away too. So like that really showed that y'all keep talking about how mean she is. She did have some cool hairstyles, and she always has like a updo like she about to get married. Like everybody has their hair done, of course, but like her hairstyles are like, I'm here for a man, a suitor. Like she ain't even playing with the people. Okay, she is here. Okay, let me see. Oh no, I should give her the dress. Let me see if it's something else in here that might represent Cressida. Oh, you know what I just thought about, y'all? No, she did not, Karen. She told those ladies that she didn't know anything. And then she walked away. She like stomped off. I just watched it again right before I logged in too. And then the people were standing around watching Penelope. She tripped with the prince. She tripped with the prince. What? She told the prince? The prince. Who's the prince? I'm going to give Cressida the dress because she is fashionable, y'all. So she needs a dress for her image. See, that's why I didn't stick that down yet, because I'm switching stuff up. And I'm probably going to put that there, cover that man's face in the background. And I did watch episode 2. Who was the prince in episode 2? Did I miss it? Did she tell a man in episode 2? I watched it twice. I'm trying to remember who the prince was. The prince. Who is the prince? When she tried to fall for the prince. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. I'm talking about in episode 2 when what's her name? Eloise told her that Colin was helping Francesca learn charm. And she was like, why on earth would he do that? Because she's hopeless or whatever. They had that whole exchange at the ball. And let me see. The prince she was supposed to get. Oh, I must have missed the prince part in episode 2. I'll watch it again. I don't remember seeing him. I remember him from the other season, but I don't remember him in episode 2. So I'll go back and watch. But I'm still going to give her props for at least initially saying she didn't know anything. I'm giving Eloise's umbrella this time instead of the dress because I wanted to give Cressida the dress. The umbrella is going to represent, we know that they carry that around to be cute in Bridgerton and protect themselves from the sun, but I'm going to give her that here because she should have covered her mouth. So instead of covering her head, she should have covered her mouth and not said anything. Oh, thanks. Okay, here we go. And then we got one more person to pick, which is my favorite. Okay, so y'all, I can't change my favorite person from episode 1. I don't know. So let me tell you all this. I was not a fan of Penelope in season 1 and 2 just because she was always suspicious, and then we figured out why, because she was writing society papers. And so I just wasn't a fan of her. I felt like she was a gossip and just like in everybody's business and pretending to be innocent when she was in the ton. And so I was like, I don't like Penelope. That was me season 1 and 2. Can't remember if she was in Queen Charlotte. But in season 3, she has stolen my heart. Like, my heart goes out to her. Now I see her as like a wounded soldier who's or a wounded child. She's just trying to play with the other children, and they won't let her play. So I just feel like you said the mama means to get them married. Who is Lady Fat? Oh, that's your favorite, Bridget, Lady Featherington. She came up a lot when I asked that earlier. When I asked people who was their favorite across all, she came up a lot. But she's still my favorite because I feel like I can understand her now. Like, maybe the reason why she was writing all those gossip columns because she had a lot of people to talk to outside of Eloise. And now Eloise isn't talking to her. So, like, that's like her connection to society. It's not so much that she wants to gossip, but she just wants to be connected. She wants to be seen, noticed, loved, all that stuff. So now I understand her a little bit more. Okay, now this is how I'm going to set up my page for that part. I don't really need that much space for writing about why she's fashionable. And I'll bring this up a bit and I'll write. So I'm going to, beside their photos, write why I selected them for the category if I keep them in these spots. Now, the connect ton, again, is the connection to the theme or the title of the episode. So the title of this was How Bright the Moon. And I don't want to say anything until I give y'all a chance. Did y'all figure out why you think the episode was called How Bright the Moon? I'm gonna give y'all a moment. And then I'm gonna find my little image to go with this. Let me find something cute. How bright the moon. I need to think about that. I think Whistledown was Penelope's way to yeah, Dixie. Yeah, see that's what I'm trying to say. Like I feel like that was her like way of like y'all not gonna leave me out. I know I'm not as popular as everybody else, but I'm watching y'all. Kind of like that vibe. I need a connection one. Oh, I like these gloves just because it looks like they're like you're connecting hands. So I'll put that for this, and I'll put connect ton in the middle of that. Right, that I don't know which way yet. I need to see what I'm doing next too. I am going to use another page, y'all. I'm running out of space, which is fine because my pages are blank. So I'm going to pull another, and I'm going to move this one up just in case I need to move some people around or something. And Michelle, your printables are lovely. Yes, give it up for Michelle, y'all. I just want to say thank you, Michelle, because she looked out for me. She sent me this particular printable before season 3 even came out, and I did journal with it in my daily journal, but now that the season is here again, I'm like super hyped about using it. And a lot of the pieces, I don't even know if Michelle knew because no one saw season 3 before her set came out. So a lot of her pieces coincide with a lot of what's happening in season 3. So quote of the season. What quote did I pick? I did have a quote. Let me see. I wrote something down. Hold tight. Let me tell you what my quote was. So one quote I wrote was, "What appears to be priceless shatters under glass." I also wrote, "Diamonds are not the only gems that sparkle." Oh, I think I might write that one. Let's see what else I have. I wrote, "You seem discomposed," when Penelope was trying to flirt with those guys and she was talking all around herself. Let's see, what's this? Looking for my quotation marks. "The ton feeds on evil and it becomes ill-tempered when it's angry." The modiste said that to Alice when she was getting her contemporary gown done. And let's see, any more quotes? You see why I take notes? Now I can journal. That was something. Eloise said that to Colin. That's not powerful. She said to Colin that he may be her Penelope's only friend. They called Eloise an entertaining speaker. Let's see. "I'm tired." The queen said, why did I write this down, y'all? The queen said, "I'm tired of these chicks tripping over themselves the moment they see me." I just wrote that because her face in that moment was everything. She looked so disgusted. Let me see if I wrote any quotes on here. The queen called Francesca sparkling. I do like that, but that's just one word. So I think I'm going to go back to my original quote on the other side, and I'm going to write, "Diamonds are not the only gems that sparkle." I like that because that's very true. Okay, let me see what y'all said. Michelle loves the other period piece. I forgot the name. Thank you, Bridget. Oh, okay. Y'all talking about printables. Okay. So for the quote of the season, I'm gonna do diamonds are not the only gems that sparkle, and I'm gonna. Oh, I know the perfect illustration for that. Let me find it. Hold tight. Hold tight. I done looked through these enough. Ooh, I might use her with it, but that's not what I was looking for. Let's see. It's a crown. I have a crown. Oh, there it is. Let me see if it's something else in here. Oh, look, y'all, another piano for Francesca, but I already saw one spoiler, so I know I can use this in the future for Francesca. Okay, so, oh, that's another crown. Which one should I use? You know what I should do, y'all? I am going to use this image. Hold tight. And I'm going to use my white jelly roll to write the quote in the dark black area of it. So it's going to be in white on the dark area. This is for quote of the season, so I'm not going to use that girl now. Let me cut this down so I can see how much space I got left. Yes, she did, Bridget. Thank you for highlighting that. All these images, by the way, you can get in those links. One of them is earlier in the comments. I'm sorry that you got to scroll back, but there's two links. One's pinned to the top. That's to the printable. And then there's a second link in the chat that will take you to my Amazon Bridgerton store and Michelle's $6 printable with all these images. So if you're interested, no pressure. Do not want anybody to feel like you gotta buy something. You do not. Where am I gonna put quote of the season? I think above it. Okay, so that's how much space I got left because I'm gonna write on the photo. Okay, now I'm gonna do my moments. Where's the moments? All right, y'all, we almost done. I know that. Just keep in mind that the actual journaling process is really me just cutting out stickers and writing my thoughts. Most of this hour that we've spent together was me talking about the gifts, my background with Bridgerton, so on and so forth. So don't look at this whole hour and say to yourself, oh my gosh, I can't spend an hour on this. It really hasn't been an hour. And you really could do this as quickly or take your time. One of the things I feel like we don't do enough of, I think it's all women here. We don't have any lords in the chat. One thing I don't think we do enough of is spending time just doing things that we love to do. Like we do those things that society says is self-care. Like you go get your nails done. But technically you're still not doing something you want to do. You're just getting something done to you. So there are things that you might be passionate about that you haven't put time in for. And sometimes for me personally, I just like sitting in quiet. I sit in my craft room. Sometimes I don't play music. It's just quiet in here. And I just journal. I'll hear the birds chirping outside my window. Like I appreciate that kind of experience. But I don't give it to myself as often as I would like to. And so I just wanted to encourage y'all, if you are one of those people who's always like, I want to do this, but I don't have time, like try to find that time for yourself. And even if it's just journaling about Bridgerton, journaling about your day, like you deserve that time. Tithe your time to yourself. Give yourself 10% of your day. That's it. That's it. Okay. So I got my 3 categories. I think I want to put them over an image though, because I don't want it just like sitting in space like that. I got this, I think it's champagne. Michelle, you can correct me if I'm wrong. But I have this champagne image I think I'm going to use to put the moments, to feature the moments on. So what I'm going to do is put that there. And then I'll put the moments over the image like this. And I'll write beside it on that side. Okay, so this is, let me make sure I got enough lines for them all. So one, two, three. One, two, three. That's that part. And then one, two, that's more. I might need to move it based on how much I write. But I have two sections left. Oh, let me tell y'all what I'm planning to write. So for expected, this is what I expected. I expected Colin and Penelope to be like all up in each other's face. Praise the Lord. um, what shocked me was, this is very minute compared to all the things that happened in the episode. But like, do y'all remember that scene when Colin was in the bed with two women? I thought he was like a wholesome guy. I was like, bro, what is you doing? You ain't married? Like, I thought he was a good Bridgerton. He always, for me, he always showed up like real innocent like and soft spoken, and like he cared about everybody. He brought the book back for Eloise. He brought the watch for his mom. I just thought he was like a good guy. And then I saw him in the bed and I was like, bro, what is you doing? He just lost all his, he lost whatever I saw in him. He lost it with that scene. So yeah, that shocked me. I also was going to say that it shocked me that Cressida didn't tell that gossip initially, but I think I need to go back and watch that part again. So I'll leave that off for now. But what made me excited was the kiss at the end, of course, between Colin and Penelope. Made me excited that she ran off like Cinderella, and I was like, oh, this is gonna lead into episode 3 so nicely. So those are the 3 things that I'll write under expected, shocking, and exciting. Now, let me think. I got front, back. Oh, this is, yep, I'm gonna do one more side, one more page. I'm actually going to pull it. Okay, so Royal Wanderings and Reflection of Society is going to get its own page. And I'm going to use some of those images again. I don't know how much space I'll need, but I'm just going to do my little collage. So, I will tell you what I'm wondering. Don't tell me if I'm right or wrong if you watch past episode 2. Let me see. Most lords have, oh, okay, expectation from society for his travels. Yeah, but he's still, bro. No, wait on the Lord and be of good courage. Wait, I say, on the Lord. Oh, he didn't read it. He needed to read his Bible. So one of the things I'm wondering is, after watching Colin and Penelope flirt, is he gonna finally shoot his shot? Because like that whole scene where she was talking to the guy in the wheelchair, the ball and all that, he was doing the most with the watch, and he went in the shadow that she came out. So I was like, Colin, what are you doing? So weird. Just tell her how you feel, bro. So I feel like that's coming, but that's what I'm wondering. And then my reflection of society. Ooh, I should have used that for society. Let me see. What else can I use for society? Oh, this teapot. You know, because the tea, getting the tea. For reflection of society, I guess in general, I think I'm gonna write about how quickly the ton gossips. Like at the ball at the end when Penelope and Colin were just talking to each other, we know what they were talking about, but everybody else didn't. And they kept noticing that they were talking back and forth. So then you see all those different scenes where the camera's on all these different 2 people whispering about her. Why is Colin helping her? And why is he talking to her? And she's hopeless. Like they were having all those little side conversations, and it spread like wildfire. Like I was just like, ew, what are y'all doing? So he was acting weird because he thought she read his journal. What, you talking about Colin, Sarah? Yeah, at that part, yes, I understood that, but I meant like his weirdness at the ball when he was like watching her. So he was supposed to only be teaching her charm, but clearly he's developing some feelings or something, because he even got like a slight attitude. I wonder if y'all noticed when she talked to one of those guys, and he said, what did y'all talk about? And she said, oh, we talked about this and it was quite nice. And he said, yeah, I'm sure he thought so too. He seemed like he had a little bite to that, like he was like, why are you talking to him? But bro, you supposed to be helping her. That's why she talking to him. So that was the weirdness that I was referring to. I definitely can see why he was acting weird over the journal, because gosh, he wrote some crazy things in there. And God, I would just wish Penelope would have read the journal without picking it up. Like, she could have played that off real nice if she wasn't so. Gosh, that was the only part that frustrated me about her. I was like, don't pick that journal up. And she picks it up. Like, didn't just pick it up, but with both hands all up in her face. So, anyways, that is how I'm going to reflect on episode 2. Now that you know my process, you've seen how I lay it out, I'm actually going to stick all this down after the live and write all those things that I share with you down and put all these pages in my journal until next week when I watch episode 3. But I want to share with you again that if you are interested, there's absolutely no pressure. If you decide to journal using the printable, using this method, share it, and then tag me so I can find it. If we are not friends and you do this on Facebook, I won't see your post, FYI, because I don't know who saw this. This flyer got shared, so if you're here and we're not connected, just make sure it's either public or that we are connected so that I can see your post. And next Saturday, I'll announce who wins the teacup and the journaling package that I'll gift to that person. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you all do. I'm so glad that y'all joined me today. I look forward to doing this throughout season 3. And I'm only halfway through. I have decided also that I'm going to read the books now. Because so many people have told me on Facebook, I was just going to watch Netflix, but I have friends who said the books are better. Michelle was one of them. Thank you, Michelle. So I want to get all the context that is missing from these episodes. And I'm looking forward to doing that. I have no idea when I'm going to have the capacity and time to read these books, but I'm going to make an effort to do so. I love all the... Yes, I love Bridgerton's, the look of Bridgerton, the time period. All of it is very regal and beautiful. So if you have any questions, drop them in the chat now. If you don't have any questions, if you have any final thoughts, if you're going to do the journaling, type yes in the comments so I can look out for you. If you got all you needed, you downloaded your printable, and you ready to get started, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. I would love for you to join and connect with me online if you're not already. I'm at Confident Canvas on everything. And I will also be sharing the printable in a newsletter, which I think many of you are already subscribed to. Y'all, I gotta do my newsletter again. So I will put the link there just in case you don't have it after this live ends. And so, yay, Dixie! Yay, everybody! Look at y'all! Yes, the dresses look good on everyone, Dixie. Nobody looks bad. Oh my goodness. Yay, no problem, Yvonne. Thanks for joining. Thank y'all for coming. Oh my goodness. Hey, Judy, I didn't know you were here. I'm sorry I didn't speak to you earlier. No problem, Melinda, my Japan friend. I will see y'all on the internet. Thanks for joining again, y'all. Bye. Okay, now I gotta figure out how to end it, y'all. Hold tight.